So, how are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and I love video game-based books. And there's a few of them out there on the market, and new ones coming out all the time, especially being those that are being backed by Kickstarter. But when I heard that Bitmap Books was doing a NES Famicom visual compendium, that's going to be less words, but a whole lot of high-quality, up-close, high-definition, 8-bit graphics, I couldn't back it fast enough. I was a day one backer on this thing, and so happy to finally have it in my hands. This is the NES Famicom, a visual compendium. But the question is, was it worth backing it? Was it worth the price? And being that Bitmap Books comes from the UK, that means you're paying for the book and then also paying for the shipping and handling from overseas. And this is it's a pretty hefty guy here. So let's open it up and see if it's worth it. Now, before I get to the book, I gotta show you the packaging. Now, it came in a padded envelope. Inside that was a separate bag. And then inside this separate bag was a box. All right. And then inside the box was more padding. This is like the nesting doll of packages, but everything came perfect. The CD that came with the Kickstarter backing, no cracks or anything on it. And the book is in pristine shape. I wish everybody packaged their materials like this, from video games to books to everything, really. This is a great looking book, and hefty too. You can see the little flickering of some of the images there. They change. And to take the book out, easy enough, just let gravity do the work. Here we go. Just like that. I love it. Yeah, help it along the way, sure. Over 500 pages in this beast. Pretty cool. Alright, let's open it up here. Now, it has a dust cover, and you'll notice it's a soft cover. There is no hardback book to this. Well, at least not yet. But the cardboard for the spine, I guess you'd call it, is a very, very good quality. So I'm happy about that. And both front and back fold out. Put the dust cover back on here. All right, starts off with the contributors onto the table of contents, and you'll see there's a lot going on in this book. Got to have the traditional forward as well. And before we get to the meat of the book, I suppose, there's a little history lesson, little diagrams of some of the game systems, Famicom Disk System, one of my favorites. Hey, and the sticker that it came with matches it perfectly. Look at that. Put that on my car or something. More about the family computer, the Famicom, and on with the games. Kicking off with Donkey Kong, got Popeye. Great color. Great printing on this. There's a little bit of text you can see in there. Well, here's a lot more text for you. I'll give you a little history lesson. And the pages are good enough thickness, too. They're not as thick as Pat the NES books, but it's actually a really, really good thickness. I don't fear of it, ripping or tearing anytime soon. Well, a lot of great games. You can just flip through any page, really. See what's going on. You see Batman there. It's Kirby. And this is NES and Famicom, so you'll see some Famicom games, and some of the pages even fold out, like poster style. Now, you do gotta be careful to fold it back in, because you don't want the pages to bend in and up themselves, so I could see that being an issue later on, too. There's another great look. Isn't that awesome? There's even a fan art section. This features posters and images, submitted. Non-official, of course, but man, I think they're just as cool. I love that Castlevania one. There's also an Unreleased Games section. This is one where they've found the prototype or the ROM. So there is a great-looking Alien game that we never got a chance to see. This is the Superman game from Sunsoft. Would love to have seen that in America. Hard driving. Yeah, they tried to make a hard driving game for NES. Can you believe it? And even the homebrew section. I'm such a huge homebrew fan. This is great. And even a section dedicated to box art. I love me some box art, no doubt about it. Both NES and Famicom in this, as you can tell. Some great classics. And because I am a Kickstarter backer, there's my name right there. Now to put it back in, this is where it gets kind of tricky because you want to keep it in the box, but it doesn't. It's such a snug fit. Just kind of have to twist it in there, and you'll get it in there just fine. Right on. And here it is. Again, being that it's not a hardback book, so to speak, I do want to keep it in this very cool protective shell. The thing is, though, again, it's a snug fit. I'm talking about a super snug fit. So just going straight in, raw dog style, there's a chance that you're not even going to be able to hit it. So you kind of have to like go at it at an angle and then twist it and then set it in, and be careful with it because the dust cover might do that, but it'll work just fine. I mean, this is going to stay on my shelf, and then I still will have the chance to pull it out here. Taking out's a lot easier. Just let gravity do the work. But once you have it out, again, this thing I think is a great book. Now, it goes for £24.99 in UK, which is about $30 US. Since you're ordering from the UK, if you're in the United States, you got to consider shipping, and you're looking at $12 to $15 depending. So you got to consider $30 if I'm in the US plus $15. Is this book worth $45? Really? And the answer is I think so. I mean, there's over 500 pages of high quality. Look at this. You can't... Come on now. That? Are you kidding me? And there's still a little bit of text in there too, as well as the stories, as well as the homebrews, as well as the poster type things too. There's a lot going on in this book. When I backed it on the notion that it was just a book full of HD 8-bit graphics. I didn't know about the other stuff. I didn't know about the homebrew stuff. I didn't know about even the box art that's going on here too. So I think it's worth it personally. Maybe you do as well. If you think so, halfway through this month, it's not out yet, but like mid-March, you can see a link in the description below on where you can order yours and how you can get yours for yourself. And also check out Bitmap Books too. They do a lot of other books. Like I said, this is volume 4. There's also a Super Famicom art book. There is an art book for like Spectrum ZX and Commodore 64, and who knows what's next. I mean, this is the NES Famicom. Maybe they'll do a Super Nintendo Super Famicom. Maybe they will, fingers crossed, do a TurboGrafx 16 PC engine. There's a lot of options out there for sure, especially with 30 to 40 years of video games. There's no lack of material out there for sure. So this is this one. This is the NES Famicom, a visual compendium. I thank you for watching. Check out these other videos as well. Consider a subscription. Consider a like. Please share it around. Tell your friends you need this book, because you do need this book. This is what you're getting for Christmas. This is what you want for your birthday. This is the only item on your birthday list. At least it was for me. I don't know. I'm going to check out some more of this book. In the meantime, you can check out some of these other videos and order yours today. Bing! It's not even an endorsement. I think it's cool. This is awesome. I really do like this book. Zelda 2, one of my favorite Zelda games. Mega Man 2, one of my favorite Mega Man games. Contra, love it.